Hi everybody. Today we'll be looking at Perplexity Comet. Perplexity Comet is an agentic browser, which basically means that it's a browser that's built on top of AI features. Today we're here with Omar. Omar and I go a long way back. We're working on many different projects together. He's also an AI enthusiast. How are you, Omar?
Hey man, thank you. I'm great. Honestly, not much else happening apart from a lot of work. And later I will go to attend a network event at Wise. So
I'm good, thanks. I'm, exploring agentic browsers. I've tried Atlas, ChatGPT's Atlas, but I've decided
mhm.
to make a video about Comet because it's been here longer than Atlas and it has some really cool features. So let's dive into it. So Comet is sort of like Google Chrome because it's based on Chromium, which is an open source version of Chrome. So when you install Comet, luckily all of your bookmarks, passwords, and settings will be transferred to Comet, so the transition will be very seamless. That was a big plus for me, and I'm sure it will be a plus for you as well. Now, when you enter Comet, as you can see, we're in space in the cosmos. This is just sort of an idle screen for Comet, and the interface should be familiar for all of you who use Chrome, apart from a couple of different buttons on the top right. The first button I want to show you is summarize the current web page. I use this for summarizing contents on the web that I don't have time to consume or read. But you can also use it for videos, which is very useful. For example, this video has a very clickbaity title, like why taking 5 grams of creatine is no longer enough. If you don't want to watch the full 20-minute video, you can use the comments feature of summarizing the web page. If you click this button over here, Comet is taking the transcript of this video and giving you a summary very quickly. So now I know, without watching the video, why taking 5 grams of creatine is useful. Do you take creatine, Omar?
I do not. I stopped taking creatine because I felt bloated a bit, like lots of water. But a lot of I take protein, a lot of protein actually, like
Yeah.
120 grams.
Well, if you want to make good decisions about a supplement intake like Omar, you can use this feature in Perplexity Comet. Now, the next feature I want to show is probably the most important feature about Comet, which is the assistant. By clicking this big button on the top right, you open a side panel, which is basically looking like the chat interface of Perplexity. If you've ever used Perplexity in the past, then you would be familiar with this one as well. The difference here is that the side panel, once opened, includes the context of the website that you're currently viewing. So anything that you typed into this prompt box here will also take into consideration all the content in the website. This is making use of AI much faster and easier, so you don't have to go from one app to the other, copy paste. One feature I use also here is called shortcuts. So if you type the /, you open the shortcut menu. Shortcuts are basically commands to Perplexity Comet that you give in the prompt box. So Perplexity usually allows you to change models, AI models that you want to use for your response. Once you press the /, you can type the name of the model that you want to use. For example, if I want to use Claude, I type Claude, select Claude, and then type the prompt like, again, maybe summarize this page. There's a typo here, but luckily AI is smart enough to figure that out. Here we get a good summary made with Claude. Did you ever use this feature, Omar, or have you ever heard about a feature like this?
Man, you have the fortune. You are fortunate enough to talking to someone who just has downloaded a Comet and never used it. So like,
Yeah.
and I downloaded this actually a long time ago. But yeah, after this call, I will just play with it.
Yeah, you should. And also, maybe you should use shortcuts.
What's
I
that?
made my own shortcut. Like if you press the
Mhm.
forward slash and click create a shortcut, you can make your own. For example, you can say something like example one. And for example one, uh, talk like a pirate. And if you save that and then type example one and choose it and say summarize this page, the shortcut will be taken into consideration in the answer. So we should get an answer as if told by a pirate. Our matey, gather round. But let's try one use case that might be useful for content creators like myself. I'm pretty active on LinkedIn, and sometimes I want to write LinkedIn posts about the things that I've read. So let's say that you found this article about OpenAI having 1 million business customers and you want to write a LinkedIn post about it. Well, I made my own shortcut called LinkedIn Post, and under the instructions, I wrote very detailed instructions on how I want the response to be. I told it about my LinkedIn presence and tone and everything. So now once I reference this shortcut and say write a post, it's going to make actually a very high quality post for me. The final thing I want to show you about Perplexity Comet are agents. This is probably the most powerful feature. Agents are run also from the assistant menu, and they basically can see and control your browser. Here I opened an Instagram account of a profile that I like and I want to mimic in some way. And I wrote a long prompt: review the last 30 days of posts, check the post content, captions, comments, consider what type of content it was and why it was successful. And then once you've done this, you can suggest a framework of content for my profile, and then take the top posts and suggest a piece of content that I can make for myself. So you can see this is pretty detailed, but with agents you have to be as detailed as possible to get good results. Now once you run this, you will see that the screen turns blue, which basically means that the agent started working. And if you're running this first time, probably you have to give it some permissions and so on. For me, I gave all the necessary permissions. And you can see here it's taking a screenshot, it's reasoning on the right. So basically the AI is controlling the browser right now instead of yourself. Depending on the prompt that you write, it will take a longer or short amount of time. It's not the most fast thing in the world right now, but luckily for you, I already have a tab prepared with the result that's already cooked. And you can see the same prompt produced a very, very detailed analysis of this profile, looking at the posts and giving me a good framework on how to mimic these results. What do you think about this, Omar? Do you think that AI agents will be running browsers completely in 5 years?
And maybe even in 5 months, I can see now, for example, somebody doing a commenting like you can just say, "Hey, comment on the post," or like the post, or like retweet, or reshare the post, or forward it to five of my best friends, something like that.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. For many business owners, it's important to keep social media activity high every day so that it kind of gives the algorithm a signal that it's a active account. So maybe instead of actually going every day on Instagram and liking and commenting, you can tell Perplexity Comet to do it yourself.
I think yeah, that because I know that on Perplexity you can do those tasks, and probably this can be a task every morning, 7 o'clock. Comment.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, that was about it from Perplexity Comet.
I have a question to you. Did you switch to Perplexity? Is it your main browser for now?
Perplexity Comet is my main browser right now. The one thing that sucks is that it doesn't exist on mobile, so I still use
Hmm.
Google Chrome on mobile, but it's my main browser and I can't say a single complaint about it.
Oh, thank you. I think I will switch today. Like
Yeah,
use.
Try to switch, import all of your bookmarks and everything, and you won't even feel a change. Thank you for watching, and thank you, Omar, for learning with me.